Welcome back to our summer series all about how to start a teacher business from scratch. We have talked about Teachers Pay Teachers and why I think that is the best option for you to start with. We've talked about how to make resources that sell. We've talked about, is it possible to actually earn income from TPT? Spoiler alert, if you haven't listened to the other episodes, it is. But now I want to kind of transition and talk about after you have started a TPT store, or maybe you're just not interested in creating resources, what is your next step? Because even though TPT is amazing, it's not the only way you can earn money. And I don't think it should be the only way you earn money. I am all about multiple streams of income. I am all about diversifying because TPT could go away at any minute, just like Instagram could go away at any minute. So people that only make money from Instagram, diversify. If you only make money from TPT, diversify. It's so important to not put all of your eggs in one basket. So let's talk about those that have started a TPT store. You're making some sales. What should you do next? I think the next best step is to start an email list. I love email lists. I think they are the number one predictor of online business success. I have made most of my money from sending emails. I have grown my email list to over 90,000 subscribers, and it's been such an important part of my business. So I want to share that with you. So actually this summer, I have been helping teachers start and grow their email list for TPT, and we have been doing some live trainings, and it has been so much fun. And you can also join that program. I will put the link below about how to start and grow your Teachers Pay Teachers email list. We are halfway through, but you can still definitely join us. It has been so much fun. It is a great way to be able to communicate with your TPT customers and potential customers. A lot of times people will ask me, well, how can I actually get in touch with the people that buy from me on TPT? The only way you can do that is with an email list. Now, there is something called a note to followers inside of your TPT dashboard. So if people follow you, you can send them a little note, which is kind of like a little email. But people only see those if they log into TPT and they check their notes to followers, which I never do. And I'm not saying that you should not do a note to followers. I'm not saying that that's not something you should test. However, I do believe that starting an email list is probably a better use of your time. And I love being able to send an email on a random day talking about, whatever I think teachers are needing in the classroom at that time, and making a lot of money from that email. In fact, there was end of the school year teacher appreciation sale back in May, and I sent one email about that sale, and I made $1,400 just in that one day from Teachers Pay Teachers. And I know it was because I sent that email. I was talking about the best sellers in my store and what they need for the end of the year. And I made it really seasonal and really applicable to what teachers needed right then. And I know that I would not have made those sales if I had not sent that email about my store being 25% off that day. So I think that having an email list for TPT is a great way not only to make more sales, but let's say something happens to TPT and it goes away. You still have all of your resources. You still have a list of customers. You can put your resources somewhere else, maybe Etsy, maybe your own website, maybe Shopify, and still be in contact with current and potential customers. So I think it's a great way. Again, make sure all your eggs are not in one basket. So next week, I'm going to talk about step-by-step start an email list. But again, if you want to do that with us this summer, we will put the link for that below so you can join us and really start making some more income. Now, what about those of you who are not interested in TPT, or you're ready to expand? Maybe you already have an email list, you're ready to expand to something completely different. Then I think digital products are a great way. Now, TPT resources, they are a type of digital product, but I'm talking about lower ticket digital products like a mini course or an ebook. I love those because they are higher ticket. You can automate the sales of those just like you can with TPT, and they allow you to help people in different ways. So there's a couple different routes you could take with that. If you love your TPT niche and you want to stick with that, you've grown a following around that, maybe you already have an email list or you've started an Instagram, or you're just passionate about what your TPT store niche is. So let's say it's helping first graders read. Then you can make a low ticket product, and by low ticket I mean $97 or less, around that topic, and you can put that low ticket product in your TPT resources, like on the thank you page. Hey, if you want to help your first grader read even better, grab this ebook or grab this mini course. You can start social media around that. So I don't necessarily love social media for TPT products specifically. I do love social media for selling other types of products like an ebook, like a mini course, because you can automate those funnels. So you could make this ebook or this mini course, you can start an Instagram, and everything on your Instagram is about helping kindergartners, first graders, second graders learn how to read. Maybe you start targeting parents and you help parents teach their kid to read at home, or you target those teachers in those grade levels and you are giving them specific tools and skills to help their students learn how to read. And it can just be from your own personal experience in the classroom or as a homeschool parent or whatever. And you can start making content around that. And then you can also sell your TPT products in that way too. Like, hey, I have this $5 reading bundle, grab it. But then those higher ticket offers like $47, $97 can really help increase your income. And it's also another thing that you can rely on if something were to happen to TPT or Etsy or wherever you're selling your teacher resources. So I think that's a great idea. Now, maybe you are not interested in selling teacher resources at all, but you want to sell some type of low ticket product. Then you can make a low ticket product about whatever, gardening or painting or growing your Instagram or there's so many things, parenting, potty training. You can make a low ticket mini course, ebook, templates around whatever niche that you want. And I would use social media for this. I would make an Instagram specifically about that niche. Don't involve your TPT store, or if you're not interested in TPT, kind of branch off from your teacher world. And everything on your Instagram is about, or you can use TikTok too, is about this new niche. Let's say it's potty training, or toddler behavior would probably be a better niche. And then you can have specific resources and products around different aspects of toddler behavior. So potty training, picky eating, whatever. You make reels, you make carousels all about that particular niche. And then you have paid products about that niche. It's just the possibilities are really endless. And I see that a lot of people start on TPT and then they expand to these other types of products. That's what I did. I started on TPT and then I expanded and I started helping people with their TPT store. I actually started with just math teachers because I figured out how to make graphs and geometric figures using PowerPoint and Excel. And so I started teaching other people that. And then I realized that my TPT store was doing really well. And so I started helping people, not just math teachers, but all teachers, making high quality resources and selling them on TPT. And so it just opened up a whole new world for me. And listen, you don't have to teach about business or money. And that's why I love low ticket offers, because you can sell those $47, $97 products around anything. It doesn't have to be money related or business related. So the possibilities are endless. And I think once you have your TPT store set up and you make some consistent sales, then think about these options for expanding into other streams of income. So like I said, next week I'm going to talk about starting an email list for TPT and also just give you some email list ideas, even if you're not interested in TPT. This would be email list for teachers, teacher business owners, because every teacher business owner needs an email list. So make sure you come back next week. We're going to be talking about how.